Hey everyone, and welcome to another CTS Biz Talk. I'm your usual host, Frank Stevens, and we are doing part 4 and concluding our series of cybersecurity non-negotiables. So, hope everyone is enjoying their Cybersecurity Awareness Month. I know I am. But part 4 is where I think it all sticks together. So we've talked about the various things that are immediate and necessary, and you cannot live without if you want to have a secure business operations for your organization. So part 1 was MFA, multi-factor authentication. You got your spam filtering, and then you have your business class networking and switches and firewall. Part 2 was EDR, which is the protection and basically virus protection all your systems. It's virus protection on steroids. So EDR is endpoint detection response. Part 3 was SAT, or security awareness training. So that is constantly providing training and cybersecurity tests, real-time phishing tests to all of your employees to make sure that they're following proper protocols. So number 4, and to me, this is where it all comes together. A couple acronyms here for you guys, but it's MXDR with SOC. So MXDR stands for Managed Extended Detection and Response. And then SOC is, we've talked about this before, is our Security Operations Center. So what MXDR does is it basically takes and digests all the logs from everything, from your EDR that we talked about on all the desk point on all your all your computers, your laptops, your servers. It collects all that logs real time. Then you've got your spam filtering. It's pulling the logs from your network, from your switches, all those pieces, and it's basically bringing it into one big piece. And the other cool thing about MXDR is it has the capability of plugging into SaaS solutions. So for all those who are using Microsoft 365, it plugs into your Microsoft tenant, your Google tenant. If you're using stuff like Salesforce, HubSpot, all those kind of SaaS solutions, it actually plugs directly into there. And it's what it is doing is digesting the logs of all that stuff. So where do these logs go? Basically, it goes to that SOC, that Security Operations Center, where there's AI management, where it's pulling these logs in, seeing, hey, is there anything that doesn't look proper? Is on Tony or Sally's accounts, is the account being compromised from foreign entities? So it's watching all that stuff. And then the cool part is that it's actually taking action as well. And then if action is unable to be taken from an AI perspective or what have you, things get flagged. So it'll basically go to a 24-hour managed SOC, Security Operations Center, and my team, and that's where it brings it all together. So the cool part of MXDR, because we talked about all the other pieces, is, like I mentioned, it's plugged into your SaaS solutions and all your cloud computing. The sad part is nobody is typically watching that stuff. So if you have a Microsoft account that's compromised without MXDR, you don't know about it. So there's the biggest threat that we've seen probably in the last 12 to maybe 18 months is stealing the Microsoft 365 tokens. What that means is somebody will get onto your machine and they have access to your machine, right? They won't do anything. All they're doing is watching and looking for these security tokens. So what's a Microsoft security token? What it essentially is when you open up your Outlook or you log into your Microsoft Word for your first time, if you've got MFA in place, multi-factor authentication or 2FA, you have to get authenticated with your user ID and your password. And then it's either going to be a text message that comes to you or you're using your Microsoft Authenticator app and you're putting that 6-digit code that changes every 30 seconds. Once you are truly authorized and the authentication is done, a security token is placed onto your computer. That security token is only good for a set amount of time. I believe it's either 45 or 60 days for Microsoft tokens. Other tokens could be more or less. And so essentially, if a bad actor, hacker, has access to your computer, they can then pull that token. With that token, it gives the person immediate access to your Microsoft account. They don't need your user ID and password. They don't need your MFA code. They are able to basically be you on their machine. Super scary. This happens all the time. And once they have access to it, they're going to just sit there and watch all the emails. They're going to have the capability of seeing who you're emailing, banking information, who are your vendors, your CPA, and they're going to use that to then spread out and infiltrate your network and steal additional information, or at the end, steal money. So part 4, non-negotiables, MXDR with SOC. This is absolutely a must-have for all businesses, and it really puts an end to stuff like we talked about, Microsoft 365 tokens being stolen, and watches your entire network. So something I strongly encourage and is a must for all organizations. If you've enjoyed this series, I appreciate it if you like, subscribe, share out, and I hope everyone is having a great Cybersecurity Awareness Month. Take care and thanks again.